Trade winds and the winds coming out of the south, that fog is going to create a little bit more problem, and that pele scare for people a little bit closer. Be careful, but it is certainly beautiful to look at.
Unbelievable. The birds were nesting under my car. Huh. I see.
Wooden.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's it's April 3rd. It's Thursday. So, yay, Thursday, I guess. Well, it's not Wednesday. Yesterday we only had 4 people in our Toastmaster group. Everyone couldn't make it. Everything's falling apart. Not everything's falling apart, but I don't know. I think there is. Somebody brought it up. Discussed this general malaise. People are just, like watch out on the road, and people are driving weird, and well, obviously, because in my view. There is the news, and everyone gets some of it, and that's why they go, turn off the news. That's why this place, this channel, I'm just trying to do this, make it a little bit absurd, because you gotta laugh at it, no matter how serious it is, a little bit. And everyone's getting it's the big tariff thing. This is post-liberation day, and tariffs were pretty much.
Have you been before?
Put on everything. Oh, the little vlog before the news. I think some of these not birds, are getting it. I went outside early when they were starting to try to noose, and I was like, gee, 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 gee. And there's other places they can go, so they're kind of going other places. You can hear them early in the morning, through the night. But they're kind of like next door. There's just a few but there was some underneath my car. They're roosting under my car. They're like just trying to find places. So let's go someplace else. Stay birds. So anyways, with news, there's that Liberation Day, and basically tariffs for everyone. I thought basically he's going to be tariffs, a lot more tariffs, or tariffs that he already had were going to go into effect, this sort of thing. And there was a thing, so we did an executive order, and this is a power of the Congress again, and it's exactly a bill right now trying to bring it back into being tariff power Congress, not executive order, magic.
Fool.
Magic fool. It's the magic marker. He did an executive order, and it was the sweeping tariff, the thing called tariff of everything. So he did 185 countries. So first off,
over here.
It's like, first off, 10% tariffs on everything, and then he had this, chart of 185 countries and more above 10%, so it goes all up to 90%, and things. Oh gosh! So his reasoning was something like, whatever they're tariffing us, we're going to tariff them back. Sort of a retaliation, or they called it reciprocal. It's kind of like, if they have a tariff on us, then we're going to have a tariff on them. Then bounce off me.
Why are you asking?
Bounces off me and sticks on you. Nanny, boo boo. And so why are you asking? I don't know. Not asking. He went so far with all of that, and other countries are just going, you're not going to do it. You're doing it. You're actually going to do it. It's not bluff. You're going to really do that. After many warnings from all his economists in all other countries, and boom, they did it, right? And people anticipate this in economic markets. They stay looking at this stuff, scrutinizing, and they anticipate. So, he's going to do it. So the markets are already breaking out. Stock market didn't crash, but the stock market went down. The dollars were now weaker. Some economists are going, it might take a decade to repair what has just been done. A decade of damage in the future. So, and are we going to go into a recession? Quote, worse maybe. Inflation. Well, prices are going to go up for sure. And beyond that, they're still because the economy. He did it by saying it's a national emergency. It's a national emergency because they're not being fair. See, there's this thing called trade deficit, where if imports and exports, and if you add up the whole total amount cash, if we export more, we're buying more imports than we're selling more we're selling exports, and if that's less than we have to buy imports, then it's a deficit because we're consuming more than we're producing. Then they call it a trade deficit. Now he's thinking that's just like, that's not fair. Because basically most people, and especially this guy, the orange, whatever. I don't know, it doesn't matter. That guy, the president, he doesn't understand trade deficit. Or they understand it and they're playing on people not understanding it. Because that's not how trade deficit, that's not how you should understand that. It's like we're losing out, so we got to put tariffs on so we can make up the money. It's not working that way. But anyways, on that weird false premise, their trade, it's not fair, national emergency. And in the course of all these 185 countries, there's a couple of islands that got trade, deficit, tariffs put on them. Tariffs are put on these couple of islands that are uninhabited. They got thrown into the mix. Uninhabited islands got tariffs. Boy, they're gonna be mad. I think there's penguins on one of the islands. There's penguins on it. The penguins are gonna be going, tariff. Well, we're not gonna put a retaliatory tariff. They're just gonna sit down, squawk. And and the judge that Elon tried to buy in Wisconsin got elected, so his election buying didn't work. Luigi Mangione is being pursued for the death penalty in New York. So Luigi, he's so good looking. He's got $500 million? $500 million? No, $500,000. $500,000 was given to him. $500,000 given to him for legal fees. Just because look at he's so innocent. Look at his face. Look at the eyes. He's a good boy. Luigi. Oh gosh. And Val Kilmer passed away. So yeah, Val Kilmer. Rest his soul. Don't haunt me. Val Kilmer. I remember him in that Weird Science movie. Weird Science. Then he was in Top Gun.
Uncomfortable.
Iceman. He's uncomfortable. He's sitting on ice. So there might be hope with that. When the Supreme Court judge in Wisconsin got elected, a liberal judge. What's kind of really good about that, aside from it being a massive turnaround from what they're trying to do, what's really good about that? That's one of the places where they rearrange or gerrymander the districts and get people elected to the House of Representatives. So they're going to prevent that cheating thing, and they might get, maybe possibly control the House of Representatives. Democrats.
Magic.
It's like magic. But anyways, let's look. Hawaii's got news too. Yeah, Hawaii. Oh wait a second. Wait. Let's do the headline. See? Look, the headline. Oh. Ooh. There. Brought it all the way downstairs for that. It's that. Sweeping tariffs. Okay, 10% on everything worldwide. Economists warn the move can be inflation, risk of recession. So they got this 10% plus reciprocal and plus the additional. So there's one that's 90% Vietnam. So if you have your Adidas or Nike shoes, this is not going to help.
She told me.
It's not going to make They think it's going to bolster America into being a manufacturing country, like all the businesses manufacture over here. So surge in prices. Hawaii is going to be just reeling with that. We don't like high prices. It's already high. Oh, anyways, sports. Hey, look, it's the coach. It's
hiding.
It's Red Raiders, Mililani. Kahuku coach. Hey, the Red Raiders beat Mililani Trojans. The coaching stunner. The coach wins. Okay. And NCAA tournament in basketball. That's the March Madness, right? I don't know. Is it unmad?
Where?
I don't know. Hey, maybe we'll go back in the day here. We need to kind of calm down. This is just weird. It could be really weird. Back in 1979, we were relaxed. Just go to the Capitol building, federal building, and just have a nice little protest.
It's difficult.
Federal workers gather outside Prince Cohio with flags on protest the President Jimmy Carter's decision to limit their pay increases. Oh, we're going to limit your pay increases. Oh, a big protest.
Disrespectful.
As opposed to nowadays, we'll just fire you all and save money. Wouldn't. That's how it goes. Yeah.
Always outside.
Always? It's Japanese word of the week.
Taishoku, Daiko, Sabisu.
Taiko, Sabisu.
Resignation assistance service where people pay a company to relay their intention to resign to their employer.
Taishoku,
Acquaintance.
Daiku, Sabisu. In other words, Doge in Japan. I pay you tell my boss I quit. Resign. Oh, political cartoon. Chaos Avenue, Tyranny Street. Dog goes walking down. If you want to change it to a third term, go ahead. Obama might run. Oh, so you did third term, change the Constitution. Obama will run in 2028. He's younger. What are we doing? Federal layoffs, mass extreme. Oh, this is talking about the Oklahoma City because it was a federal building. It was a federal workforce that made the Oklahoma City mass layoff. Might do boom. But let's do this one. Yeah, I don't want to talk about bombing.
Doge is burning down house to kill a few fleas.
Does Doge stand for Department of Government Eradication? What Elon Musk is doing doesn't appear to be making government more efficient, but it does seem likely to cripple government functions. As a retired general manager of a small business, I know there are myriad of ways of improving efficiency and productivity without cutting the work. Backing off.
This happens.
Okay, without cutting the workforce. These are mostly human elements of management, such as providing workers
Living room.
with a living room and better working conditions, with dolls in it, facilitating
Forward.
okay communication between management and field workers, boosting employee morale.
It's possible.
It was possible through incentives. Of course, there are almost always incompetent members in any organization, including government. The best answer to the problem is surgical removal of those rotten apples, not the wholesale firing of essential workers, which
Downstairs.
when carried out
Quiet.
impulsively can lead to colossal dysfunction of the organization. After all, one should not resort to the stupidity of burning down a house just to catch a few fleas. Kyung Nok Min Kapule. Well, thank you, Kyung Nok, for sending in your letter there and talking in Tutu voice and all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, you caught that too, right? Elon's kind of thinking like, when he took over X, the best way to improve the bottom line, the profit line, would be to get rid of a bunch of workers, and it tanked X. Not good. And that's what he's just doing. The thinking is the workforce is the most expensive item for a company. So if you lessen the workforce, then your company will do better. So they're just, efficiency is fire everybody. It costs less money. And that's where all these agencies are tanking. And yeah, obviously you figured that out too. And yeah, they do it in
I'm following you.
they do it in the they tell everybody we're cutting out that waste and fraud and abuse and waste. We're cutting that all out. And like PBS, air traffic controllers, planes coming down, yeah, and they go, well, we make some mistakes, give it time. And now they're doing something to the economy, which is massive, and the repercussions of what's going to happen aren't fully realized, but it's now worldwide. It's not just that government in the USA, it's world trade stuff, and it's gonna get wonky. And you know what? I hate to say it, but this is the kind of stuff that prompts wars. So this is not a good situation. I was like, oh, it's a recession. Oh, we're gonna go to recession. Maybe. But they're pissing off a lot of countries, and someone's gonna do something radical, and it's not gonna be good. Anyways, but gotta say, everything's gonna be fine. Just keep a positive attitude. It's all good now. It's all good. Nah, well, it might not be as bad as, it's gonna get yuck, but it might not be that bad. But still, this is just lame as can be. Elections, important. Aloha now. We'll go goodbye now. Aloha, have a good time. Bye-bye.